his case, just fought, ready to go.
Luis Ortiz recently was reported by Boxing that he asked for $10 million for the AJ fight.
Did he say that?
That's what the Boxing reported. And that he was only offered $5 million, which is around $200,000 more U.S. dollars than what Joe Miller was going to be guaranteed to get.
All three of those statements are wrong.
But that's what just was being reported.
But I'm just telling you, all three of those statements are wrong. So you're wrong what Joe Miller was getting, not you, but they were wrong what Luis Ortiz asked for, and they were wrong about what he was.
Was Joe Miller being offered more, or being guaranteed more, or being guaranteed less?
No, not far away from those numbers. Ortiz was offered a lot more than that, what you just said.
A lot more than the $5 million?
Yes, and next week, when everything is said and done, I will expose Team Ortiz in triumph.
Wow. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. I was letting you guys hear a piece of an interview with Eddie Hearn, okay? Eddie Hearn shut this reporter down from the rumors. Luis Ortiz, of what we know, of what we heard, basically, Luis Ortiz asked for $10 million. And Eddie Hearn offered him $5 million. Now, the funny thing about it, we're all fighting and arguing about is $5 million enough or not, okay? And to come to find out, that wasn't even the truth anyway. He was offered, like Eddie Hearn just confirmed, he was offered more than $5 million. So we don't really know how much was offered, but Eddie Hearn, like he said, like he promised, that next week when this fighter or opponent is chosen, he will expose Team Ortiz. He says, I have the papers. It's all in black and white. He says that, hey, I'm tired of these people. Matter of fact, I'll just let you hear it.
Fashion. Because I was really pissed off with that story. I actually texted Jay Jimenez and I said, are you fucking serious? Like, we've been negotiating. It's all in black and white. I'll show you. I'll show you it now. I'm not going to do it yet. Because I'm fed up with people lying about Anthony Joshua. Joshua's the one who came out and went, yeah, I'll fight Luis Ortiz. Even the trainer said, I'll be...
Now, he said he just texted Luis Ortiz or Jay Jimenez, the manager of Luis Ortiz that actually makes all the decisions for Ortiz. Okay. I got to keep, iterating that, hey, when he heard that, he was like, dude, are you fucking serious? What he asked for versus what they offered him is two different things. We have to know exactly what Luis Ortiz asked for. But if it's over $5 million, people, and they offered him more than if Joshua offered Team Ortiz over $5 million to fight as a fucking replacement, that is a duck, okay? Something's shitty, and I knew it was shitty, but I like how Eddie said it. Like, hey, I'm going to expose you because I'm tired of people thinking that Joshua's camp are lowballing people, with insulting numbers and insulting offers so that they won't take the fight because, that's their way of not really wanting to fight since they sent such a low offer. And see, that's been the narrative since the Deontay Wilder bullshit. And everybody knows that $12.5 million was no fucking lowball offer. It was not. Okay? Lennox Lewis even said, hey, I would have took the money. But then again, we all know Lennox Lewis took $10 million to fight Holyfield in a unification, mind you. Okay? There was no split about any of that shit. No one talks about that but me. But it has to be addressed. And speaking of addressing, that's exactly what Eddie Hearn is going to do, like he said he's going to do. So I can't really wait for him to do so. Because when you have these type of people, they're saying this, and then actually something else is being done, that gets you thinking like, okay, why would Jay Jimenez lie to BoxingScene.com? Because that's where we found our source. BoxingScene.com are valid sources at times, okay? That wasn't a rumor. That's what's supposed to have been offered to Team Ortiz, and they asked for twice as much. So while we're all talking about, no, is that enough? This not enough, and 2 times as much, what the hell? It don't matter because that ain't even what he offered him. So we gotta know what he offered him. And I like how Eddie pretty much did some Dillian White shit. I'll show you. I'll show you, but not right now. He needs to show everyone to expose, like he said, he's going to expose Team Ortiz for this fuckery. Because it is bad, because it gives Team Joshua a bad rap when it doesn't deserve. If you did something shitty, I'm going to be the first one to counterpunch you. But if you keep hearing from a lot of these other channels that are just pro-Wilder channels and they are just biased because anything that Joshua does opposite of Wilder, it's going to be wrong by default because you're biased. Okay? That's the problem. You know, and they're pushing this shit like, oh, they give these low ball offers and this, that, and the other. Just because fucking Deontay Wilder's camp is so greedy because they see the golden goose. Now I'm getting into something else. I'll cover that in another video. But back to this. Eddie Hearn says that he will expose Team Ortiz. So Team Ortiz will be an example of how this shit needs to stop. All these rumors, all this bullshit that needs to stop. And I'm glad it was debunked quickly. Because if it wasn't, people have been thinking that Luis Ortiz or Team Ortiz asked for $10 million when they received $5 million. You see what I'm saying? So he said, hey, he's going to put them on blast. I just want to see these damn numbers so I can then give a clear, straight up counterpunch on all this shit. Because if they were offered more than 5, again, people, okay, I'm not just protecting Team Ortiz because I'm a fan of Team Ortiz. I'm a fan of a lot of fighters. But I see in this situation, this shit's wrong. Because if they're offered that amount of money, they're wrong anyway. $5 million ain't a low ball offer. You know what I'm saying? $5 million is what isn't, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't that what fucking Joshua offered Dillian White? Right? Or was it 4 million pounds or 5 million pounds, which is about $6 million? So it ain't really far off. Okay, it's $1 million more to fight Dillian White than Luis Ortiz, so it's not insulting, especially when a person made $500K is their total max. But look at it this, people. Go back to Deontay Wilder. That's why it makes no sense. These guys haven't made that much money, okay? And they see a Richie Rich like motherfucker, and they all of a sudden, their expectations get so high. Their standards all of a sudden get so high to the point that, oh, no, I need this amount of money. No, that's insulting. It's slave wages. It's this, that, and the other. It's bullshit. And it's time for that shit to stop. And I'll be glad when Eddie Hearn does it, and I will be there to report it. You guys tell me what you think about Eddie Hearn exposing these guys. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.